Stay tuned. The series is going to wake up your magic. Feeling depleted is a sign that you're carrying a little bit too much resistance. And anytime that I go and I talk about resistance, people go, I don't understand what that is. I don't understand what that looks like. There's a kind of an internal trigger because there's an emotional stance of what that feels like. Depletion can only come from you having your brakes on, because what it is you're doing is you're cutting the supply of that flow. So it's the example of having your brakes on whilst you're driving down the road. Okay, it's not the road that's being depleted, it's the flow or the speed or the energy within you are traveling that you're putting your brakes on. So why would you or why would anybody feel depleted? And this is a big conversation right now because it grants a little bit more awareness and a lot more understanding, as in this age of awakening where everybody is craving for healing and awakening and to be a healer and to be a spiritual guru or to be a personal coach or to be of any kind of person supporting somebody else. It is imperative that this conversation be understood at a higher level so that we're able to get the grasp of what is truly depleting and what is truly taking us off our internal flow, okay, of what heals us. So the demand for healing has shifted. There's such a big language, there's such a big platform, there's such a big calling out from the people that everywhere you turn, you're looking and hearing people. I want to help people, I want to support people, I want to be an inspiration to others, I want to help others not be where I have been. I want to do this for others. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be an author. I want to be a healer. I want to do Reiki. I want to do healing. I want to have my own modality. I want to have my own platform. I want to speak. I want to motivate. I want to encourage. I want to do all those things, right? Yet, what depletes that space is in that calling for that, there is a space that depletes us within ourselves. So it's like there are times that you have to step back, but then there are also times that you need to be drawn forward, right? And you need to be called forward to who you are. We are already all healers. And we're already all psychic, and we're already all intuitives, and we're already all empathic. And this is a big conversation for me because we're all born healers, and I'm a strong born channel and medium and intuitive and all of that. And in saying that, I personally, went through a period and a space of experience where I was waking up fatigued and depleted. And I was waking up exhausted, and I was waking up to a space where I wanted to stand in to serve a higher perspective of knowing for either my clients or my friends or my team or the people around me that were coming in for sessions and healing work and support. And this is a loud voice right now with a beautiful note of gratitude and experience. When you are supporting somebody else and you are truly in that path of being in that healing modality of love and support, that flow of the source within you is so grand, it's so strong, it's so powerful that too often we are the only ones that put the brakes on. And that is when it creates an internal resistance because you're no longer holding that flow of energy and that life force energy to flow through you, because you're holding that space for somebody else. And this is a big conversation right now, because we always default to over-serving our server. And this is important, because how many times have I not smiled for myself knowing that I could easily smile for somebody else, right? And how many times, I didn't hold the space for myself, but I would easily, undoubtedly hold it for somebody else. But there's the contrast. You can't hold that volume of life force energy for somebody else, okay, when you're not allowing it, when you've got your brakes on. So when you've got your brakes on, okay, there's no way that it's too much energy that's flowing through you. So that internal flow is never going to stop. So what happens? It creates a distortion, okay? And sooner or later, you just start turning a little bit, just a little bit, like an insignificant amount of a turn. And yet over time, that turn starts creating multiple gaps in that divine thread of your own divine communication that is now depleting you. It is so important. This is why I encourage you, no matter who you are, if you're in the healing arts, if you're in the music arts, no matter what industry you're in, you've got to be able to bring it back to yourself and step into more of who you are by allowing what's depleting you, okay, to be flushed away, to be cleared away. Everyone has a tool. Everybody talks of these most magnificent tools, and I often talk of, tools for your soul. But the truth of that fact is that that's a fallacy. The only tool that your soul needs, okay, is you. So if you keep on pulling yourself back and never progressing forward into a space of acknowledging and connecting with your higher self, okay, that you've got your brakes on. So let's break this down just a little bit more so that I can take you into a bigger understanding of what depletes you. What depletes you is you're looking at things that you don't want. It takes away from you. What depletes you is you being concerned more with other people's problems than your own. What depletes you and takes you out of the flow of energy is you holding back on your own desires, on your own connection and your own attunement. What holds you back is you being a server and over-serving your server with false needs. I need to go to my friend. You need to go to your friend because you're being called for lots of different things, but you need to know where it comes from. This is such a big conversation that I don't want to take away from anything, but at the same time, I want you to question what you're serving and why you're serving it, and what are you creating and why you're creating it. And if you're waking up tired, disgruntled, angry, frustrated, on the other side of your internal connection to yourself, well, then there's something that's depleting you. And it could be easily you putting the brakes on you being connected to your higher self and to this internal space that has a fortitude, has an abundance, it has a flow. It's like the wind flowing through you. It has a multitude of love and life force energy that will enliven you to living this beautiful life that we all have the opportunity to, right? So feeling depleted is a big, big, big shout out from your internal guidance. It's like your internal call saying, you're tired because you're not with your thread. You are exhausted because you are maintaining this energy outside of yourself. Because when you are in alignment, okay, there is undoubtedly this universal calling, okay, that connects you with an abundance of energy and flow of energy, okay, that will stream through you. There is no plant that's tired, but is there a lifespan? Yes. These are just the natural rhythms of life. Just that's you knowing your season. But we are often forgetting about our rhythmic patterns. We are eating fruits and foods out of season. We are planting in the winter when we should be planting in spring, and we are off our charts. We clear away when we should be harvesting, and clearing away and harvesting are not the same thing. There's a space to clean. There's a space to water. It's like you being the architect and your inner farmer, your inner gardener, your inner landscaper, your inner knowing of your own tapestry, okay, of life, of what gives you life. And what gives you life is life itself. We need so little to be happy. A good day outside, a little bit of sun, lots of fresh air, feeling grounded and connected to Mother Earth. Sometimes is all we need to rebalance and realign this connection that is completely abundant. Okay, people are getting confused with the eternal life that is never depleted and a lifespan that has a beginning and an ending. So this is a great conversation of being aware of what are you doing and why are you doing it? What is depleting you? And if you're of servitude, if you're wanting to serve others, then it is a loud shout out to you. Get into alignment with your higher self before you do anything. Why? Because that thread, that eternal lifespan and cosmic life force is abundant, it's overflowing, and it will never deplete you. Have you ever been in a place where you're constantly in the flow? You feel revitalized. The more you do, the better you feel. The more energy you have. That is the sign. That is the sign of alignment, of being in that cornucopia of life force energy. But if you're in sessions with people, if you're helping people, or you're working with others, or you're doing something and you finish and you're depleted, that's a big sign. You're just out of course. It's like you're trying to do all of your work through this place, and you're going to get tired because you're missing the alignment. The alignment is to be, there you go. I can do as many things as I want, as often as you ask me, because I'm feeling great. And there's this abundance of fresh air that clears out all the things that deplete me along the way, but it doesn't interfere with who I am and who I'm being, because I know I can feel what is, and that's what counts. I have woken up tired, but I also know why I woke up tired. You have to be responsible for what you're doing. But if you don't shift that, and you know why you're waking up tired, and you don't come back to your source and release the struggle or the conviction, or the stubbornness of wanting to prove yourself right, well, then depletion is going to be your forever node. And there is no forever in depletion, because it's going to take away from you at every second and every moment that you are awake. This is a big conversation. In the world, in a very, very rich world that we're living in today, where there are more personal trainers, more personal coaches, more spiritual gurus, more activators, intuitives and alchemists and leading forces with a urge and a desire to share their expertise. We have to make sure that all of that comes first from being in alignment with your higher self and purpose to be the best that you can be in that cornucopia of inner connection and attunement to a life force energy that does not deplete you. And that is the very, very, very big difference. You know, if you just go to a place and everyone's tired, keep on walking until you find that person that is in that flow, that has that smile, that has that energy, that is connected to that cosmic life force, that is able to share the love, the healing, the gratitude, the space of evolving magic of life itself. Important. Nowadays you are hearing and seeing trainers that have overtrained, healers that have overhealed. I mean, educators that are overeducated. Who doesn't do that? We all do that once we care. It's called being human. That's what it's about. That's the beauty about it. But it's also time to know. It's no longer cool. It's no longer the time of fake it until you make it. You bring yourself back as soon as you know you are feeling depleted. That is your spiritual responsibility. That is the waking up call. That is your morning call. That is your call to be you and only you, and be inspired by your higher self and your divine self, no matter what others need from you. Now, it's a big thing because we love to be needed, and we love to be valued, and we love to be acknowledged, and we love to be granted a certain aspect of inspiration. But that truth and that valor comes from within you. And this is the grand circus of life itself right now. Pay attention to when you're feeling depleted. Don't ignore it. And don't, just shrug it off your shoulder. Be listening. Because that internal whisper and the winds of cosmic alignment, the universe is abundant. It will never deplete you. The God source of all that is abundant. It will never take away from you. It's the egos, the minds, the should-haves, the lower aspects, when you have to do something because somebody else can't. You have to pay attention to those things. So, with saying that, it's like, what is that moment that brings that great opportunity to recognize these unwarranted habits or these things that we completely forget about, and we catch ourselves, oh my goodness, I'm so out of myself. Because you're tired, you're fatigued, you're over-frustrated, you're broke, you're financially worried, insecure. Those are moments of emotional distortion. Bring yourself back and learn and trust and know that your higher self, your ultimate creative life force energy, is truly abundant, and it will never deplete you. So, with that, to a gorgeous, abundant day, night, life, just feel that difference and know the best way to choose it.
You want to laugh again? You want to open up and awaken your wisdom box
so that you can manifest your dreams in this lifetime experience.
We're empathic.
We are sensitive. We are intuitive. We are psychically attuned to this energy world that is awakening
who we are. You're so much more than who you think you are. And remind yourself that your higher self absolutely knows what you want. You are the creator of your future holds for you what you have put into your future, what you're thinking, but most of all, what you're feeling. That is what is coming to you. That is how the universe talks. You are the creator of your life. We all are. Are you ready?
My name is Vanahaha.